Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another makeup video. I already primed my eyelids. I used ABH. For some reason, her primer really makes colors pop. Now, I'm going to say this before we even get into this. If I get cut off, I really don't know how long I have. So if I get cut off, I'm going to come back and there'll be a part 2. That's the best I can do. I did my eyebrows and I am ready. I am going to go in with Jawbreaker because I am feeling today, I am feeling green and pink. Please don't ask me why. I really don't know. So I was going to go in with this aqua, which is in my shirt. But this other green, what is it called? Sour? For some reason, let me swatch it real quick. It looks more green to what I'm wearing, and I think I'm just going to, oh, it's hard when you don't know what you want to do, and you don't know how much time you got. I dyed my hair red. You can see it poking out. I absolutely love it. There's like, how more ums can there possibly be? I'm going to go in with Cone as a transition shade. Now remember guys, I'm trying to practice so you guys can see and me not block out everything with this damn mirror. That's my struggle right now, so please, if I do that, bear with me. Okay, so Cone for the transition. That's basically all I'm doing. Because I'm going to do the green and the bubble gum. And I'm going to put a shimmer, a pink shimmer over the bubblegum pink. And then I'm going to go under the lash line with yellow, which is wow. Okay. Yeah, I heard that ABH, when you use their primer, your shadows really pop. Well, I didn't set them. I usually use Pretty Vulgar, and I never usually have a problem with it. And I usually always set it, but I really don't think I need to be honest. Some primers just don't have to be set. This one dried right away, so that's about what we're doing for a transition shade. Oh my god. You know, it's weird. I don't see this unless I put shadow on a hair or two. What is up with that? Odd. And oddly enough, I am not using lashes today. Just don't feel up to it. I'm going to play with my own today. I've been curling them since I get out of the shower. Every once in a while, I'll curl them. Sometimes I can see in here. I'm not worried about the crease because I'm going in with 2 colors and I'm bringing it up, so. And you know what? I'm going to throw some Cone in there. Why not? Just a little. Just a little bit. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just showing you how I do my makeup. I love that Cone. I love that color as a transition. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go in with, let's see, we're going to do green on the edge. I'm going to go in with Sour, which is this green here. It looks a lot neon in the camera than it really is. So I'm going to go with green in the corner. I might have to wet my brush. It depends. Basically, I am making a triangle right here. You ever know how one eye always comes out better than the other? Now, I always tap off usually, but if it's a light color that's gonna be like a pastel. I don't. I go straight in with it because usually with light colors, I gotta keep going back. You gotta keep going back. I'm just saying. Now I'm gonna take this all the way to the middle of my pupil. I want the green to stand out. This is more like a granny apple green, but it goes with the stems in my shirt, so I don't want it too pastel either. I don't think it's gonna look that pastel when it's done. Oops, sorry. See, I can't do it. I have to do it this way, but at least keep it. Okay, so it's a little crooked, but I'll go over it with the pink. So this is the first one. I'm looking straight into my mirror and I'm going up on my hood slightly. These are matte colors, so it's okay. You know what? They say you can't use shimmers, which I'm like iffy about that because I've seen some looks with shimmer with hooded eyes and it looks beautiful. So I'm not going to say you can't, but anyway, these are matte colors, so it works. All right, I'm going to go into this side and try to do my same triangle. I know I do it different this way. A lot of girls do it like this with their opposite eye. I've seen it, man. I've seen it. All right. The side's darker. I might actually wet my brush because I really do want this color intense for a pastel. Pastels can be very intense. Okay, I'm gonna look right into the mirror, see where my hood is and where the green. The thing about using shimmer with hooded eyes is if you have to get it as close to the lash line as possible, because if you don't, the minute you open your eye, it's gonna transfer. It happens to me all the time. That's why I give away the like liquid shadows. Cream shadows are okay because they're really blendable. But all those pretty shimmer shadows, liquid shadows that I would love to be using, I can't. Because they just transfer because they're wet and they don't like dry for a long time. And sorry, but I don't know how long anybody can go without frickin'. I'm still looking down here at comments. I don't know how long people can go without opening their friggin' eyes. Okay, this is about right. And I decided to go with a green and I want to darken it up. But there's no other green in here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush and see what I get from that. I should have had it out here. I had everything set up too. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, when I watch the tutorial, and I say this every time I do a look, the girl that showed me how to do this told me lighter colors you have to keep going back. So that's why you're going to hear me say that all the time. You got to keep going back. Now let's go over here. Most of the time I do my makeup with my eyes open. Generally, I do. I think this is about as good as I want it. Or as good as it's going to get. Because like I said, if I would have used Cute, which is the aqua, which is one of my favorite shades, It would have went nice with my shirt because if you see, I got all different colors. But I want to stay away from too much pastel. I'm really feeling green today. Green with envy. Green with envy. And another thing is, green goes good with red here. Okay. Still need a little more on this side. I have to switch back and forth like this because of the lighting. Since I changed my vanity around, the lighting isn't as good as it was before because I was between two windows and I'm not on this side. So I'm just going to bring this down, straight down. This side looks a little darker, but I don't know why. Let me see if maybe I can get a packing brush. Let me see if I can use a packing brush. Sometimes packing brushes really pick you down like this, and it's so old. It is like old as dirt, but it really packs on color. See, I knew it would. And then once you spray that, oh damn. And that's all she wrote. That's what she's writing. Today is the day. Anybody ever see Friday After Next? That's my favorite Friday. Like, word. It is my favorite Friday. All right. So if I look like this, it looks okay. I got blending to do, but that's always last. I need this brush again because I gotta get it up on my hood a little bit better. I wonder if I should just go right around with it. Yeah, why not? Let's just go right around, yeah. I feel like Bob Ross, the painter. I gotta make sure that I'm looking straight ahead to see how my eye looks when it's totally open, because you do want people to see your eyeshadow. Every hooded eye person has their own way of doing their hooded eyes. I learned this way, and my looks come out pretty decent. I mean, they're not the best in the world, but they're certainly not the worst. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say, oops, sorry guys. I am sorry again. We're not having no luck. I might have to go and get a different green. A really, really pigmented green. Because I'm digging in this pan and I'm not getting the color payoff I want with this green. Oh boy. We're just having a little technical difficulty with brushes, that's all. There we go. I was always told that when you have hooded eyes, small brushes are your best friend. I believe that. What I heard, I believe. Okay. I went over a little much, but that's all right. We'll bring it right down here. It won't be much, just a little bit. From the hood, not from the eyelid. That's okay. I can live with this. I can definitely live with this. Most people, if they don't have hooded eyes, take this and bring it all the way to the corner, but I can't. I just can't, so I have to do it this way. So for now, I look like a swamp dragon, but when it's done, it'll look really nice. I don't know if I have a green in my BH Cosmetics palette, but you know what? I'm not reaching for it. I'm absolutely not reaching for it. And that's okay. I'm okay with this. Okay. So now let's go in with pink. I'm going in with bubblegum, and then I'm going to back that up with this cotton candy right here. So I expect this pink to be very light, so I'm going to spray it right off the bat with some setting spray. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that cotton candy over this. And I'm also going to bring up the pink a little bit on the hood, just a little. It's funny. It looks the right color in the camera, but on my lid, it looks purple, but I don't know. So I wet it and it doesn't seem to be doing anything special. So I'm just going to, that's my dogs. Don't mind them. You know, someday I'm gonna look back on these videos and laugh my ass off. And by the way, I'm not done blending. But yeah, I'm gonna laugh my ass off one day when I look back on all these videos. Kind of like, I'm not comparing myself to her, don't take it this is the wrong way, but kind of like Nikki Tutorials, when you look back at her very first videos. I remember when she did a segment, an episode like that, where she went and looked at her first video or something, and she was laughing her ass off. That's the way it's going to be for me too. There's no doubt about that. What's the matter, Bella? What's the matter with Mama's baby? So I'm going to take some of this pink, and I am going to bring that into the green and blend it into the green. There's a lot of green there. And it's okay, but I want the pink to blend in so that it looks dark in the corners. That's the thing with pastels. It seems like every time I do a pastel look, my hands cramp up. Every friggin' time. Every time I do a look, my fingers, not my fingers, my hands cramps up. All right. to do that over here. Once I put that pink shimmer on, this is gonna pop like crazy. Pop like a lollipop. I gotta clean up the fallout. Look at that. That's horrible. That's an easy fix. I don't like fallout. I really should get those things on Amazon. I really should. Forgot about my coffee. So I'm gonna go in and blend out some of the top because I'm not exactly thrilled about the how it's really not showing none of the cone. I don't know, I'm just the type of person that likes to be able to see my transition shade just a little bit. And that's why I'm going back with some cone. It's like you can see the green, okay, but can you see the cone? There's a really nice shade in this Jawbreaker palette called Orange Juice. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so the top is kind of blended out. I'm adding the cone, but I'm kind of blending it into the green a little bit. So remember, guys, if I get cut off, there'll be a part 2 to this. Right where I left off, I'll stop and make sure I come back to part 2. Okay. I think it's blended pretty good. I really don't see myself needing to blend too much of this. I got the cone blended into the green, into the pink. So I think I'm Gucci, really. I think I'm ready to put that shimmer on, which you all know what I'm gonna do. Old-fashioned sponge tip applicator. It's the best in the world for shimmers. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is all new to me. It's like I used to do lives in my group all the time, which, by the way, I have a Facebook beauty group, Vanity Vixens. Look us up. We'd love to add you to the Van Vix family. We are very laid back. We are 420 friendly. We do not allow posting pics. That's the only thing. You can tell me you're high all you want, but you cannot post pics. Absolutely not. And please read the rules. Oh, that's pretty. This is pretty. I am not disappointed one bit. I think, oh wow, yeah, I'm very happy with this. So then whatever's left for the shimmer, I'm just gonna pull back on top of the green. Just blend it in there. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna blend a little more. Come on. Got something in my eye. No, but I don't like when my shadow comes down on the bottom lash line, because I got plans for that. I got plans. for the bottom lash line. I think that's good enough. What is in my eye? Nothing. Nothing, mama, nothing. So far, I think it looks pretty good. I think I should go back with some green, though. I think so. Because it's just not... I'm going to try my sponge tip. See what happens there. Well, it definitely does put it on better. See, you can't go wrong with these old school things. Because don't judge a book by its cover. I know the palettes in like drugstores come with the cheap little these. But I just love them. They're so good for shimmers. They're good for metallics. I don't know about glitter because I don't play with glitter. I don't even really like using shimmers, but it's good over glitter. I mean over matte, I should say. Put a little on the side and then I'm calling it a day with this. This look is pretty much done except for under my waterline, which is where I'm going now. Hopefully, I will have to wet my brush for this, but with any luck, I hope this wow yellow is really wow. I really hope so. I really love the Jawbreaker palette because there's a lot of matte colors in here. Out of all his palettes that he's ever put out, I think Jawbreaker is my favorite, and my next one would have to be the, what's it called? The one with the crown on it. I don't remember what it's called. I'm really smoking out this yellow so you can see it. So, then we'll go in and buff out the really, between the fallout and making it even. Okay. I really don't want to take off any more than that. Now I'm just gonna go in with a and see if I'm able to stamp on some of this color because it's wet under my eye right now. Oh yes. Being wet really helps. After all. My videos are not for children. If you are under 18, please exit right now. This is PG-13 and up. So I'm going to have to start doing a disclaimer. If you're wondering about my accent, I am from Massachusetts. That's where the accent comes from. My friends say they could listen to me talk all day. I say to myself, I'm not the one with the fucking accent. You got the accent. All right, I stamped it on and you can really see it now. Now I'm going to just, you know, make sure that I got all that was there before. between the fallout. And I think I'm going to leave the pink in the corners. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do. I hate shimmer on my face, good God. That's what I'm going to do. Fucking funny faces people make when they put their makeup on. So, once I take pictures and put them up, this is gonna look nice. Because I caught a lot of color that's in my shirt. So, I'm happy. I am happy. Okay, I am done with this palette. Love Jawbreaker. Best palette he ever made, in my opinion. Okie dokie. Now, let's move on to some mascara. I am going to curl these one last time. And I'm going to use a primer. Definitely using a primer. And I'm going to go in with my Unique Moodstruck Epic primer. I have to use this because if I don't, it's going to be an epic fail with my mascara. I tell you, there's a lot of traffic in my area. Oh my goodness. If you hear laughing in the background, it's my boyfriend playing his game with his friend. So hopefully this doesn't drag my lashes down after curling them. After that, I'm going to go in with Volume and Curl Mascara. It's called Unlashed by Wander Beauty. Never had it in a tube. I actually thought this was a lipstick at first. So it's got the good old school brush because I don't like the rubber bristles. And I'm just going to see what I get from this. I'm not sure I'm going to get what I want, but well, I don't see no curl, but I'm probably going to pause the camera and put lashes on because I really don't see this. I am just really having a hard time not seeing lashes on me. Really. As much as I push them up, they come back straight. So I had to put some on anyway. I'm gonna do at least the bottom lashes. Bottom lashes, for some reason, always come out good. Okay, we're getting to 34 minutes. It's probably gonna cut off at either 38 or 45. If it does, that gives me time to pop on my lashes. Yeah, I'm not digging this mascara. So if there's ever anybody that wants one, I'll be like, yeah, no, I got you. I got you, no problem. Got you. These were the vibes I was feeling today. They were just the vibes I was feeling. So, excuse me. My nose always runs when it's ready for foundation time. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera, do my lashes, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I did my lashes. Yay. I'm doing some pink in my waterline. If my eye would stop watering. I don't know why, but it just does. This pencil is by Wet n Wild. It was the last one at the Dollar Tree, and I grabbed it. If there would have been more neon, I would have grabbed more. But there was not. Okay, my lashes didn't come out as good as most of the time, but it's time to rock and roll with foundation. Okay, so I'm going to put on my primer, and I use the Bye Bye Pores by It. It is an expensive primer, and you know, I put it aside for a long time, and I was using a couple other different kinds. Well, it brought me back to this. I concentrate where my pores are the worst, but I try not to put too much on my nose, even though that's where I got a lot of pores. Because my foundation will just flip-flop and slide all over the place. I almost didn't do a look today because I wanted to curl my hair, but in order to curl my hair, it would be not good because I just double processed my hair. I dyed it last night with 2 boxes, and for one, my niece didn't freaking time me 45 minutes, she timed me 30. And one was weird than the other, so I just got one more box. I went over it this morning, and now I'm happy. I am a very happy camper as far as that goes. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Pearlise BB cream in medium, which, to be honest, I need to get more of this because I've got medium, medium tan, and tan. And I already, my lips are exfoliated. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this now. I basically just rub it around my brush. And I start where I have the most redness.